What's up guys? Today's video is going to be about this one shower where we laid natural stone, but the owner wanted to spice it up a little and use some metal trim in between each and every vertical joint. So how did we get to this journey? I am not sure, but my clients just keep asking for more and more stuff that's complicated. So the one thing that was going to be a challenge is the metal trim sticks, usually called Schluter, but there's different brands nowadays. They come in 8-foot strips, right? So we have to cut them in about 7 and 7/8. It's consistently, so they all have to be the same because tile comes in the same size. How we're gonna do that? I have a miter saw with a non-ferrous blade, which is exactly made for cutting metal. And what I have to do is I set up a jig. I set up a wood block, and that way every time I cut, I move the piece, I cut again, I move the piece, and repeated it for about 100 times, I think. So that's how we were able to get our cuts consistently the same all the way through, and then that was the first step. The second challenge was installing them on every single joint, right? So I kept thinking, if I'm installing my tile in the thin set and I'm gonna install the piece of metal, what if it sinks in? You know, like that was gonna be a challenge while installation. So I thought outside of the box. I have a hot glue gun. So what I had to do is hot glue every single piece of metal to the back on the one edge, on the short edge of the tiles, to every single piece. So this was gonna take some time, and this was a Saturday, so I took my son to work with me, and we just pretty much set up a system where we laid the tiles face down, and then I glued the trim pieces, and then he put them aside, and then sometimes we got mixed up, but you know, nonetheless, we got it done. And this was gonna help me install the piece, but the metal trim was gonna stay put. It wasn't gonna go to the back, sink in, because if it sunk in and then it wasn't on the surface of the rest of the tiles, it was gonna be kind of pointless because you weren't gonna see the metal at the face. So that was thinking outside the box for me too. And I like to come up with things like this because these are not everyday things. But now we got it done, right? So another cool feature about this shower is it had a his and her niche or niche. You tell me in the comments down below if it's niche or niche, all right? And also, if you've gotten this far, consider subscribing and doing the bell notification and all that good stuff so my channel can grow and I can keep posting videos like this. Anyways, the his and hers niche, I wanted it to be symmetrical, and I want it to be full pieces of tile under, in between, and above. So this took a bunch of measuring. I don't want to get too technical with it, but pretty much all you have to do is lay out your tiles on the floor, take some measurements, frame your niches, and then make sure that you have a full piece going across the bottom. My niches are 2 pieces tall, which is about, let me do some math here, 16 inches high, I think. And then there's another piece right in between, and then there's another 16-inch niche on top. At the end is very aesthetic, so it looks really pleasing to the eye, and you don't have any L cuts that look ugly, pretty much. So that was another good feature about this show. All right, so let me show you some footage of the actual installation so you can get a feel of how we installed this type of tiles. Okay, so final thoughts. This shower is very challenging. It was something new. It was very good to work with because we had to think outside of the box. We came across problems, we fixed them, and finally we got the shower done. The client was super happy. She was stoked. She got exactly what she wanted, and we completed one more project this year. It's about the end of the year and we're about to wrap up all these projects. So we hope to see you next year. Remember to subscribe, like this video, hit the notification button, whatever you have to do, but keep my channel growing, all right?